Hey guys, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteri, and I wanted to do a roundup of the card boxes that I've found specifically at Ollie's. I have been able to get some card boxes some other places, like American Crafts themselves, but these boxes are the ones that I specifically found at Ollie's. All of them were $1.99. Now, I'm not going to flip through the cards in all of these boxes. I have set aside 6 boxes that I've pulled cards from just to show you. What the cards look like. There's 6 of my faves. Okay. But I am going to just show you the fronts and backs of the rest of the card boxes. Now, the 6 favorites that I have were the ones that I found more recently, I guess you could say. I didn't start finding card boxes really until like the last half of like my Ollie's hauling for the year. And I don't know if I've sort of just stopped going to Ollie's for now. If I do, it'll be a trickle in here and there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do one last haul for the year. I'm not sure. Um, I want to take a long break from recording, at least a few weeks. So we'll see. But I am going to show you the boxes I've collected so far. I'm not sure if I've even pulled all of the boxes. I have a nice collection going now, but I have pulled most of them. So the ones, and I do have shorts for most of these, but the 6 that I've set to the aside, all except for one, I haven't made shorts yet for, so you'll see those most likely in 2026. So the first box that I wanted to just spotlight is the Fresh Bouquet by Crate Paper. This was one of the first card boxes that I found. I was super, super excited when I found this one. And these are the cards that are in this box. They're absolutely gorgeous. I am really becoming a huge fan of Crate Paper. And they come with the cards and the envelopes. 40 cards and 40 envelopes. The very first card box that I found was the Dear Lizzie card box. This was the very first card box that I found that appeared in my local Ollie's. And I was thrilled. I think this is the very first one. I've given a few of these away. I don't give a lot of card boxes away just because I don't have as many, and I want to keep at least 2 of each kind for myself because I'm not really planning to use them as cards as much as I'm planning to use them as paper. And I love the cameras in this one. So I was really excited to find these for $1.99. Blooming Wild by Paige Evans. I found this one for $1.99 in Ollie's. This one's pretty. So I do have a lot of Paige Evans items now since I did the American Crafts mystery box, and I had already had a couple of paper pads from Ollie's from her. So I have a nice little Paige Evans stash going. Jen Hadfield. This is one of the first boxes that I found as well. Like one of the first, like 5. If I had to pick the first 5, it was Dear Lizzie. I think it was the Crate Paper. I found this one shortly after. I am a Jen Hadfield fan. I have some journal cards that match this collection. I was only able to find one of those journal card sets, but it has the same colors. I think it might be by her now that I'm looking at these. And this is really pretty. I just love the fall home aesthetic. And I do have a short on this one out already because this is one of the first ones that I found. I wasn't finding box cards for a while. And then when I started finding them, it was like, man, I got really, really lucky. So Garden Shop by Paige Evans. I also have this one, $1.99. This box was beat up when I found it, but I still grabbed it, of course, because I needed it. I didn't have Garden Shop and I needed Garden Shop. So by any means necessary. The cards are not in bad shape, but you just got to take what you can get at Ollie's because most of the time when I've seen these card boxes, I do not see them again. Like I rarely have seen some repeat card boxes. I was able to get Jen Hadfield Flower Child. So I haven't been able to find as many Jen Hadfield paper pads, but at least I have the cards. So I technically have at least 6x6 papers pretty much. The watermelons are my favorite. I love those. Really pretty. Then I was able to find Bloom Street by Pink Paisley, Paige Evans. I found this in Ollie's. I think these were $1.99. I think these were in Ollie's. Yeah, because I don't remember getting I think I got a card kit in that American Craft mystery box, but not a card box. More recently, I was able to find Maggie Holmes Heritage. This is really pretty. Very vintagey, classic. Maggie Holmes always reminds me of old money. She's actually not one of my favorites when it comes to the paper game. I know I'm probably in a small few, but I do like her stuff a lot. Then I found Maggie Holmes Parasol for $1.99. I do have some of the enamel stickers. I think I only kept one pack of those enamel stickers. I ended up giving some away. Yeah, it's very vintagey, very classic. This box was beat up when I found it. And then I was really excited when I found Vicki Boutin Peppermint Kisses at Ollie's. They may have rung this one up for $1. I love Peppermint Kisses. Love, love, love. And in the mystery box, I did end up getting a few Peppermint Kisses items from American Crafts. So now that I've shown you guys these, I'm going to show you my top 6 favorites, I think, out of all of these. And I've pulled the cards already. So my favorite box of cards, surprisingly, I was very shocked, is Crepe Paper Gingham Garden. Now, Gingham Garden, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is probably pretty. I didn't think too much about it, just because it wasn't like, it didn't jump out at me. But something about it when I opened these cards. So most of the envelopes in the card boxes have this type of envelope flap, which I like. I like that it's not the traditional triangle. Okay, so there's 40 cards and envelopes in each. And I just want to show you Gingham Garden. So Gingham Garden has front and back. Well, a lot of the boxes have front and backs. The front and back patterns of the cards are different. And I was very shocked at how much I really like this one. This one is probably my #1 favorite card box for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is about this one that makes me feel like happy and girly and prissy. I think the soft colors, and I'm not even a butterfly person, but I love these butterflies. Now, I have some other card boxes in here that include llamas, but I still think that Gingham Garden is like maybe my favorite card box. And I don't have the paper pad yet for Gingham Garden. I know it's on Office Supply for a good price. I'll probably end up getting it. I'm kind of okay with the cards. I have so many Gingham Garden card boxes. When I found it, and I only got 2 at this one Ollie's, I was like, oh, I only got 2. I won't see it again, because usually you do not see the same card boxes again. But with this one, I did end up finding more of these at a different Ollie's. Very, very rare for me has that happened. And I was able to pick up a few more. So technically, I feel like I have the paper pad. Technically, I feel like I have it. So that's Gingham Garden. I'll set that aside here. And then my next favorite, I'll go ahead and rubber band. My next favorite one is this Color Fresh by Heidi Swap. This Color Fresh. And I randomly, this is why timing is so important, because literally in 48 hours, I had walked into this Ollie's the one day, and then like 2 days later, I went back to it because I wanted to see if they had something else I was looking for, and the cards had been set out. So like the timing is so important. As you can see, the llamas are here, but this is Color Fresh. And I did not see this card box in any other Ollie's once I found it in that one Ollie's. Really, really pretty. The envelopes are the same. Really, really pretty. I love this color pattern. And all it is just paper. So I prefer paper that's smaller, because my plans for paper outside of the scrapbooking that I want to do with the 12 by 12s just includes like journaling. So if the paper is already smaller, it gives me an easier canvas to work with without me having to cut so much. So I love these card papers because they're already like cut. Here are the llamas. That's what we're here for, baby. Those are some gorgeous llamas. And Heidi, of course, has her name printed on every card. If I had my own card collection, my name would be everywhere too. I don't even blame her. Really pretty. I love all of the colors in this collection. It looks like paint. It looks like art. The next collection I was really excited to find was Good Vibes. This box was kind of tore up. I was nervous that maybe some cards were missing, but I really didn't care because I had not seen Good Vibes anywhere, and I was only able to find 2 boxes and at this one Ollie's that were misplaced. So I guess whenever they had all the boxes in there, someone came and like pretty much bought them all up. These were only $1. They weren't even $1.99. They were $1. Like the face of this was already off, so I got to be careful. But I have the Good Vibes chipboard, and now I have the cards. I have 2 boxes of the cards. So I don't have the paper pad, but this is basically the paper pad for me until I purchase it. That's the envelope. So these cards are, I love that these cards are like, excuse me, the camera may have been crooked this whole time, but that's okay. We shall press on. These cards are like wild and free. That's what I love about Good Vibes. Wild and free. But it gives you some islandy type vibes, and then it gives you some like Western Arizona type vibes. Not Western, but like Arizona, like desert. What am I trying to say? Like desert tree island. I don't know how do you describe this style. It's very nice, and the colors are very nice. One of my favorites right here. Of course, the cactus and the succulents. So all this is paper. Really all this is paper. And the cards are all blank on the inside. Just in case you didn't know, the cards are all blank on the inside. I love the front and back because you can basically cut this down the middle and you've got 2 separate sheets of paper to do whatever you want. Use your punches, all that jazz. There's the llama. I love how every collection interprets llamas differently. I just love it. I just love it. The next collection I just recently found in one of my local Ollies, which was great, is the Happy Cake Day by Pebbles. I was happy to get this because I finally have a paper pad that matches this, the Hooray paper pad by Pebbles, and I do have some Pebbles stickers. So I don't have like the same collection across the board, but like all this Pebbles stuff looks alike. Pebbles reminds me of Paige Evans. It just all looks alike to me, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But these cards are really pretty. Pebbles is like your best birthday selection if you're doing birthday stuff. They have some of the best birthday stuff. I have the sticker book as well by Pebbles. Like I have sticker sheets, and then I have like the happy birthday sticker book. I love the wiener dog. The flowers. Happy birthday with the unicorn. So if you see this one, definitely get this one. This is my favorite. Sorry, I'm slow. Happy birthday. The sloth is my absolute favorite. Now, am I planning to use these as birthday cards? Most likely not. I'm really probably going to use these as just paper. Like I'm probably going to fussy cut that sloth and that wiener dog and use it for journaling. Like I have other cards that I use for birthday cards and stuff. And I'm probably just going to use all these card boxes as paper to cut them up and do whatever I want with them. Another box I was super excited to find, and I only have one of these. I think there were only one for $1. It was this Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush. Only one. You guys know I'm a big Vicki Boutin fan. I love how she does these splashes of color. She does things with mixed media. Everything just always looks like paint and art and splatterings, and something about that I just really connect with. I don't know what it is. Like even how she did these butterflies with the paint splatters and the patterns, like look at that. Polka dots, checks, paint splatters. I love it. And I love the color the colors she chose for Sweet Rush. It kind of makes me want to looking at the, like, if there's a paper pad for Sweet Rush. But again, all this is paper for me. So I feel like, in a sense, I have the paper pad. And what I love about Vicki Boutin is her collections don't look the same to me. Like, I can tell the difference between, like, I know it's her, but I can tell the difference between some of her, like, themes. I like that they do truly look slightly different. And the color palettes sort of change. I like that she's not afraid of black. I love that she uses black. I just love that. It gives a very cool aesthetic, like cool girl, little bit dark and moody. You just get so many artistic vibes with Vicki Boutin. Some about her style that I connect with over some of the others. And then this box card set by One Canoe 2. I was only able to find one of these for $1.99. Now, I'm actually a big fan of One Canoe 2. Let me tell you why. I haven't been able to find any One Canoe 2 paper, but I've seen other people find it. And I'm like, dang, every time I see it, I like this One Canoe 2. But I don't find it. Not yet anyway. There's still time. Because my Ollie's has been good for saying, the manager of my local Ollie's, like the one closest to me, she said, yeah, we got a whole bunch of pallets in the back, but it's no telling when you're going to see them. So it could be some One Canoe 2 sitting in there. One Canoe 2. See? This is one of my favorite card boxes. Something about this. Nothing is worth more than the day. Than this day. Something about the art, the drawings. Yeah, these won't be used as cards. These will most likely be used in my journaling. But I love that these cards are just for any occasion, just like hello. I may use these cards for cards, but I don't want to give these away. I want to keep these for myself. I love the paper. I love the colors. This gives me nautical vibes. But everything else gives me like fresh market vibes, like going to the fresh market, getting some fresh fruits, sailing on the lake, skipping through the fields, frolicking. This is the collection where you're frolicking. That's what this gives me. The vibes it gives me, like free. Life is a collection of moments. Look at that. There's a field and a road. So that's One Canoe 2. And guys, this has been the best of card boxes. This has been the Ollie's Roundup, the best of the card boxes that I found, and some of my favorites that I wanted to take out of the box and show you guys. Be looking out for some shorts that I'm going to have for these 6. I can't wait to choose the music to go behind these particular 6, because these are some of my favorites. So, and well, these particular 5, because I already did Gingham Garden. So be looking out for some shorts. And I appreciate you guys. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and put some fruits and veggies in the comments. It's all crafty love, y'all. Take care of yourselves. See you soon.